The group chat was called Fit Check Court, and it had been active for 4 months. 4 months of screenshots of me walking into school, rated on a scale of 1 to 10, with commentary I will never be able to unhear. Let me back up because you need to understand who these people are to me, or who I thought they were. My name's Jaya, I'm 17, and I'm a junior. The group in question is my friend group, Marin, Kel, Soph, and Destiny. We've been tight since freshman year, the kind of group where you don't even have to text before showing up at someone's house. Marin's my closest friend in the group. We've had sleepovers every other weekend since we were 15. Kel and I have the same free period, so we get coffee almost every day. Soph and Destiny are more like group friends than one-on-one friends, but I trusted them completely. We eat lunch together. We go to every school event together. When I had a terrible breakup last year with this guy, Marcus, they were the ones who sat on my bedroom floor and let me cry until I gave myself a headache. These are my people, or at least that's what I would have told you 3 weeks ago, without even blinking. Here's the thing about me and clothes, I actually love fashion. Like genuinely love it. Not in a I buy trendy stuff and call it a day way, more in a I thrift weird pieces and put together outfits that don't always make sense to other people way. I wear a lot of color. I mix patterns. I'll pair a vintage blazer with cargo pants and platform sneakers and feel like the most powerful person alive. It's my thing. It's the thing my friends always said they admired about me. Marin literally told me last semester, and I quote, "I wish I had the confidence to dress like you." I took that as a compliment. I held onto that sentence like it was a trophy. So yeah, that's the world. A tight friend group, a girl who loves fashion. Everything seemed fine. Everything seemed good. But here's what I didn't see, or maybe what I chose not to see. There were small moments over the past year that should have told me something was off. Little things, like the time I wore this bright orange corduroy jumpsuit to a party and Soph said, "Oh wow, you're really committing to that," and everyone laughed. Or when Kel and I were getting coffee and I showed her a jacket I just thrifted and she said, "That's so you," in a tone that felt less like appreciation and more like a polite way of saying she hated it. There was also this thing that happened in November where I posted an outfit photo on my story and Marin screenshot it. I know because I got the notification. When I asked her about it, she said she wanted to show it to her cousin because her cousin would love it. I believed her instantly. Why wouldn't I? Looking back, there were also moments where I'd walk up to the group and a conversation would just stop. Not in an obvious way, not like in a movie where everyone goes silent and stares. More like the energy would shift. Destiny would lock her phone. Soph would change the subject a little too smoothly. I noticed, but I told myself I was being paranoid. I told myself these are my best friends and sometimes conversations end when someone walks up and that's just normal human behavior. I wanted it to be normal so badly that I convinced myself it was. And honestly, maybe that's on me. Maybe I should have paid more attention. But when you love people, you give them the benefit of the doubt. That's what you do. Now here's where everything fell apart. 3 weeks ago, Destiny left her phone on the lunch table to go get napkins. It was face up and unlocked, which she never does, and a notification popped up from a group chat I didn't recognize. The preview showed my name, not my contact name, my actual name, Jaya, followed by a string of laughing emojis and the words that skirt is criminal. I wasn't trying to snoop. I genuinely wasn't. But when you see your name on someone else's phone in a chat you're not part of, something in your brain just takes over. My hand moved before my thoughts caught up, and I tapped the notification. The chat was called Fit Check Court. There were 4 members, Marin, Kel, Soph, and Destiny. No one else, just them. Just all of my friends except me. I scrolled up and my stomach dropped like I was on a ride I didn't agree to get on. There were photos of me. Dozens of them. Screenshots from my Instagram stories, candid photos clearly taken without me knowing, even a photo someone snapped from across the cafeteria of me walking with my tray. Under each photo were ratings. Actual numerical ratings, like 3/10, what is she doing, and 6/10, but only because the shoes saved it, and 1/10, I'm literally going to cry. And the comments, God, the comments. Marin, my Marin, sleepover Marin, cry on my floor Marin, wrote under a photo of me in my favorite green vintage dress. She walks around like she's on a runway and nobody has the heart to tell her she looks insane. Kel wrote, honestly, it's kind of sad. She tries so hard. Soph said, the secondhand embarrassment is real every single morning. Destiny's messages were shorter, but she was the one posting the most photos, which somehow felt worse. She was the one hunting. She was the one pointing the camera. I heard Destiny coming back and I put the phone down. My hands were literally shaking. I sat through the rest of lunch smiling and nodding, and I don't remember a single word anyone said. I went to the bathroom after and sat in a stall and just stared at the wall for 10 minutes. I didn't cry. I was too shocked to cry. The crying came later. I spent 2 days not saying anything. I went to school, sat with them at lunch, got coffee with Kel, responded to the group chat we're all actually in, and the whole time I felt like I was watching myself from outside my body. Every time one of them complimented me, I heard the real version underneath. When Marin said she liked my earrings on Wednesday, all I heard was she walks around like she's on a runway and nobody has the heart to tell her. I started second guessing every outfit I put on. I changed 3 times Thursday morning and ended up wearing just jeans and a plain black t-shirt. When Kel saw me, she said, "Oh, casual today?" And I swear I saw her glance at her phone. By Friday, I couldn't take it anymore. I pulled Marin aside after last period. I didn't plan what I was going to say. I just looked at her and said, "I know about fit check court." The color drained from her face so fast it was almost funny. She opened her mouth, closed it, opened it again. Then she said, and I'll never forget this, "Jaya, it's not that serious, it was just jokes." Just jokes, 4 months of screenshots and ratings and comments about how embarrassing I am. Just jokes. I told her I saw everything. I told her I saw what she wrote about my green dress. She started tearing up and said, "I didn't mean it like that, you know I love your style." And I said, "You literally said nobody has the heart to tell me I look insane, Marin. That's not love. That's not even neutral. That's cruel." She tried to hug me and I stepped back, and I think that's the moment she realized this wasn't something she could smooth over. By that night, it had spread. Marin told the others I found out, and suddenly my phone was blowing up. Kel sent me a paragraph about how it was just a silly thing that got out of hand, and how they never meant to hurt me. Soph sent a voice note that was mostly her crying and saying she felt terrible. Destiny didn't say anything for hours and then just sent my bad. My bad, 2 words for 4 months of humiliation. Then people at school found out because of course they did. Someone, I still don't know who, told their friend who told their friend, and suddenly, people were asking me about it in the hallways. A girl from my English class came up to me and said, "I heard your friends had a whole rating system for your outfits, that's so messed up." And weirdly, that's when I finally cried. Not because of what she said, but because hearing a stranger summarize it out loud made it real in a way I'd been trying to avoid. Some people think I should forgive them because it was just a group chat and they didn't say it to my face. Some people think what they did is unforgivable. My older sister said I should consider the friendship as a whole and not just the worst part of it. A girl on my volleyball team said she'd never speak to any of them again. I've been going back and forth in my head every single day. Here's the part that makes this worse, and the part I almost didn't include because it makes me feel sick. About a week after everything blew up, Marin came to my house. She was crying. She sat on my bed and she told me that the chat didn't start as a rating thing. She said it started last year when I posted an outfit that got a lot of attention online. This one reel I made that got like 40,000 views, which is insane for me. She said that after that reel, Soph made the group chat and the first message was, "Why does she get all this attention for outfits that aren't even that good?" Marin said it started from jealousy. She said it turned into a game. She said she went along with it because she was scared of being the one on the outside. And then she said something that hit me like a truck. She said, "I think we all wanted what you have, and instead of just admitting that, we tore it apart." Here's where I am right now. I haven't officially ended things with any of them, but I also haven't sat at our lunch table in 2 weeks. I eat with my volleyball teammates now. Marin texts me almost every day and I respond sometimes, short messages, nothing real. Kel and I don't get coffee anymore. Soph avoids eye contact. Destiny acts like nothing happened, which is somehow the most hurtful response of all. I still love fashion. I still put together weird outfits every morning. But there's this voice in my head now when I look in the mirror, and it sounds a lot like my best friend saying, "Nobody has the heart to tell her." I'm working on making that voice quieter, but it's loud. It's really, really loud. And here's my actual question for you, because I genuinely don't know the answer. If jealousy was the root of it, if they did it because they wanted what I had instead of actually thinking I looked bad, does that make it better? Does understanding why someone hurt you mean you should let them back in? Or does it just mean you now know exactly how much they were willing to destroy to protect their own egos? Tell me what you do, because I honestly have no idea.